Salve, hi. We are inside il laboratorio, the studio of a painter where I'm learning my craft. Old, traditional, old painting you see everywhere in the studio laboratorio of Claudio Bordi, who has a shop upstairs in the city center of Roma. Painting you see most of the paintings I've done this last month, and oil painting is of course seen as a bit old-fashioned today, and why, as used to say a great philosopher, why to have poets today, or why to have painting in a moment where the technology, the visual screens, digital technology is everywhere. We are bombarded of image, of constantly vapid, consumerist, films on screens, TV, digital, computers, cell phones. Why to keep going a tradition which seems for most of us maybe has something from the past, a museum space, if you want. Well, in my case, painting gives me a huge pleasure, and the act of putting colors on the screen, canvas, where image are taking shape. It's like the act of meditation. You are somewhere detached from the contemporary physical world, nowhere, in a timeless place. The painting you see here are personal, inner landscape experience, difficult to put words. I think they are like independent children growing up, maybe or not, and finding their own ways. Artists who have an extraordinary influence, I think so many people, why to paint. I got this epiphany, discovery years ago when I was in London. I discovered an Italian painter, Francesco Clementi. I really love his colors, and I went to Naples to see the archaeological museum, which I think is one of the best archaeological antiquity, Roman antiquity museum in the world, and I was struck and fell in love with the frescoes from Pompeii. Other great artists, of course, I really fancy, since we are in Italy, is the early work, the metaphysical painting of Giorgio de Chirico, this kind of distortion perspective in mysterious dream cities, where the architecture, of course, is voluntary, made it wrong by his conceptor. And more recently, of course, I really like the curiosity, the extraordinary, is always young for me, David colors. I love the simplicity, or feels simplicity, and dynamic figure and great colors of Alex Katz. And of course it will be very, very unfair to not naming the two greatest, maybe post-war figurative painters, Lucien Freud, who always give a hope to painting tradition, keep going, figurative painting in all ways, and trying to bring something new in something we may think is a dead-end classic medium. And Francis Bacon, who of course is a unique case of making painting from movies and stills, photography, which is quite the opposite. Usually painting is much influenced by surrounded technology, and here we have a painter who compete against films and won. Interesting that through Bacon we can see history of painting, Velázquez of course, or Eisenstein, great propaganda Soviet films. Well, thank you to watch it, and now I'm going to work. Thank you.